Okay, see those things behind me that look like they're all lined up in a row in little pods? Those are what they call ectolife, which is like a surrogate mother in Germany that they have hooked up a whole bunch of babies through these machines, which is really creepy. Because in the Bible, you know, if God doesn't make, or two souls don't make that child, right? Um, it is considered a soulless being, and in the Bible it says uh, basically that there would be like a black soulless army, right? And so I look at this and I'm like, I really question these things because not only can, in these little pods that they have with these babies, they have cameras inside to where they check up on the kids and watch the baby grow, attach noise, and they're fed out of their own nuclear waste and recycled. They don't call it nuclear waste. And they have these ones that you can take home with you and grow your own child. I think that's really creepy. Just, if God didn't make it though, that that sounds really strange and weird, right? I just don't understand how people can, I don't know, just not want to take care of the kid inside of them and feel that being in there and talk to them every night and or have a surrogate mother, an actual human. But I honestly think this stuff is a bit much. I'm just saying, I don't really know what else to say. This to me is about as weird as it gets.
The world's first artificial womb facility, powered entirely by renewable energy. Ectolife allows infertile couple to conceive a baby and become the true biological parents of their own offspring. It's a perfect solution for women who have their uterus surgically removed due to cancer or other complications. With Ectolife,
adopt a kid. There's plenty of kids out there with no homes that need good parents that have a soul.
That are suffering from severe population decline, including Japan, Bulgaria, South Korea, and many others.
Okay, well that's enough of that. But you get the picture. Yeah, that place actually exists, and it's not something you'd want your kid coming out of, right? You know what's even more strange is that they can genetically modify those kids, and it's not pretty. They can dumb them down. They can give you the intelligence factor. They can give you the colors, the eyes. That's just really creepy. It's like you're ordering some kind of to-go burger. This is not how humanity is cherished and loved or feels cared for by soulless beings that were not made by humans and out of love. I've even had a friend who was I grew up with. Unfortunately, her mother, was a little bit stern when it came to being pro-life. And I can't say unfortunately, because she did have a beautiful daughter, and everything happens for a reason, right? So I guess thank God for her mom being like that. But she made her have the kid anyway, and the kid and her didn't end up getting along, but at least her and the grandma did, right? So at least she made, she went to go live with her grandma instead of her mom. and at least the kid was loved and cherished in the family and still in the family, you know. And I I would say at least, hey, if you have kids like that, make sure they go to somebody that's caring and loving, that actually is going to take care of them and not leave them on the side of the road. Right, Love Dove? Or, leave them for somebody, some stranger that doesn't feed them and love them and take care of them like they should, period. Because kids need that. And I mean, adults need that too, but kids really need that. There's a difference between, kids and adults, and kids need that love. And the soul can only be made by God. And that love, comes from God into that soul made. And even kids that come from not so great experiences, maybe they wasn't planned on being here, but they're still loved after they're here, right? I wasn't quite planned on, probably for my mother to have me, but you know what? She loved me very much and she spoiled me. We ended up being best friends. We loved horses. She got me a horse, a few horses. So, but the point is that you love your kids. You do the best you can for them. And, we're not here very long. And as parents, you want to leave a good impression so those kids can go on, and even if they don't have their own kids, they can still treat other people better in life. And that they learn from their parents how to treat people right, with love and care, and not a soulless army that doesn't come from God. That doesn't even sound right. Those beings that you seen there could easily be chipped up and controlled. Conspiracy theorist or not, right? The what if story over here. You don't want to take chances with that. At least a soul has that indignation of God within them that's naturally born, that comes from within the mother and the father joining together, whether it was planned or not. God plans a lot of kids that weren't planned, like me. And I think he does that for a reason. You know what I mean? Some of the best souls on earth weren't planned to be here, but they were loved once they arrived. And I felt that way from my mother, very much so loved and cared for. Sacred is love and goodness. But, yeah, I vote no on the Soulless Black Armies. All right.